It is very hard to be out of shape in Hawaii. You literally have to try. Living in Hawaii means that you're likely going to be far away from your friends and family. The police here are generally very nice. Hawaii has a great local food scene with new restaurants popping up all the time. What's up, guys? Hope everybody's day is off to a great start. Today we are over in Ala Moana Park. It's a beautiful day. It is a little bit windy. We're starting to get into winter now though, so temperatures are starting to cool a little bit, starting to see a little bit of rain and a whole lot of wind. So yeah, it is a beautiful day. I tend to like kind of like the mid to high 70s degree weather, and you know, it's been hot the last couple of months. Mid 80s to low 90s, a little bit too hot for my taste, so winter really can't come fast enough. But today we're going to talk about a really important topic, something that I wish I knew before I moved here, that's for sure. The top 25 pros and cons of living in Hawaii. And yes, there are cons to living in Hawaii. I know, big surprise. It is a pretty great place, but you know, everywhere has its faults. So we're going to talk about some of those today. And before you think that this is going to be a long video, it's not. We're going to do a rapid fire, get through these real quick. And hey, if you are new to this channel and you get any value out of this video whatsoever, please like, share, and subscribe it. We are a brand new real estate and lifestyle channel here in Hawaii. We want to make more great content just like this for you. So your like, your share, and your subscribe is going to help us out to do that. So thank you so much. All right, number one, pro. It is very hard to be out of shape in Hawaii. You literally have to try. There's something active to do everywhere you look, whether it's a hike, a walk, a jog. My wife and I just did the 10K this past weekend. It was amazing. There's water sports all over, so there's so much to do to make sure that you stay healthy and in shape. Number two, con. Hawaii takes a little bit longer than normal to adapt to new changes in things like technology and Bitcoin and, you know, other cryptocurrencies, that sort of thing. Not something that I'm necessarily into, but it is something that, you know, I really like technology, for instance, and sometimes I wish Hawaii was just a little bit more on the cutting edge and willing to adapt a little bit quicker. So there are some things that you'll notice, you know, when you live here as a result of that. So not a huge deal for everybody, but definitely worth mentioning on this list. All right, number three, pro. Hawaii has some incredible natural fruit, food, and agriculture, like coffee that comes from the Big Island and honey from over there, macadamia nuts. We've got a bunch of really great fresh fruits like papaya, pineapple, of course. We've got some guavas growing in our yard. We've got a lime tree. You know, it's just amazing, all the fresh fruit that'll grow right in your yard. We also have some amazing fresh fish right from the ocean right next door. So it's incredible to live in a place like this that has so much resources as far as food and agriculture goes. Number four, con. Living in Hawaii means that you're likely going to be far away from your friends and family. I know I'm originally from the Midwest, and being far away from my friends and family, it's difficult. You know, it is something that you kind of learn to live with over time, but it can be difficult, especially now. We're getting close to Christmas, and I just want to go back and see them so badly, but unfortunately we're not going to make it back this year. All right, number five, pro. Hawaii can feel like a great place for a fresh start. A place to kind of give yourself a clean slate, to kind of start over. And I mean, I think that's a pretty good bet. That's why a lot of people kind of move here. It's just a nice place to just start over, fresh. I know when I've moved here, I had just gotten back from Afghanistan with the Army, and I just wanted a fresh start. You know, I wanted to live in a place that was very peaceful and calming and exciting and beautiful. And Hawaii definitely represents a lot of those things. All right, number six, con. Hawaii doesn't have any big box outdoor sporting goods stores. Like, think Dick's Sporting Goods, REI, Shields. We don't have any of that, unfortunately. We did have one several years ago on Ward Avenue, but they closed it down to make way for a brand new luxury condo building. So fortunately that's gone, but we do have a smaller one called Uloha. I love those guys. I've gotten some shoes and some camping gear from there. So yeah, those guys are amazing. Go support them. They're located on Ward Avenue, actually pretty close to where the other sporting goods was located. All right, number 7, Pro. Hawaii is great for outdoorsy people. Kind of funny, I know we don't have any outdoors big box stores, but it is one of the best places for outdoorsy people because of the climate. Year-round, very temperate climate. It's easy to get out there and go on a hike. And you know, no matter where you are on the island, there's always a hike within close proximity, or a beach if you just want to hop in the water. Number 8, this one's no secret. Hawaii has a high cost of living relative to many places on the mainland. So it's pricey to live here. And you know, I think for a place that is this amazing, I would kind of expect it to cost quite a bit. I wish it was a little bit cheaper to live here, but that's just the reality of living in Hawaii. Number 9, Pro. Hawaii has some of the most sunny days out of the year of any city in the country. So if you like the sun, you like going to the beach, or you like being active outdoors, Hawaii might be the place for you. Number 10, Con. Hawaii's labor costs are pretty high due to the high cost of living. So if you need to hire somebody to work on your house, work on your car, you're going to be footing kind of a hefty bill. So more power to you if you're kind of like the handy type. I know that's kind of how I like to do things. I like to fix things on my own, but if you do have to hire somebody, you're going to feel it in the pocketbook. All right, number 11, Pro. Golfing is very affordable considering the location and the climate. I know not everybody watching this video is a golfer, totally fine. I got into golfing maybe like 12 months ago because I thought, I want to spend more time outside. I want to be in the sun more. And being out there on the golf course is a great way to do that, a great way to get a little exercise at the same time. And I quickly realized that I was expecting golfing to be a lot more expensive here than it is. You expect golfing in Hawaii to cost maybe $100 or $150 a round. And I play for anywhere between $35 to $55 a round with golf cart pretty regularly. All right, number 12. This one is a pro and a con, but the lifestyle in Hawaii is a little slower, a little bit more laid back. I come from a small town in the Midwest, so I kind of like the laid back lifestyle about it. But some people that come from more busier places sometimes wish Hawaii was a little bit more fast-paced. When I was coming up with this list, I actually asked my wife and my mother-in-law to give me some feedback and some ideas. And my mother-in-law just moved here from Mexico City to help support us with our daughter. And that was the first thing that she said. She said, the lifestyle is a little slow. So yeah, it can be a little bit slow at times. Number 13, Pro. When you're a resident of Hawaii, you get access to Kama'aina discounts. So it's a great way to save a little bit here, a little bit there. When we do staycations, for instance, a lot of times we can get Kama'aina discounts at like the resort that we're staying at. I'm actually walking right across the street from Ala Moana right now, and there's a lot of businesses in there that'll even offer Kama'aina discounts. So it's just a really nice way for us local residents to save a little bit. Number 14, Con. We do not have same-day Amazon shipment, unfortunately. However, that may be coming soon because Amazon just completed their large warehouse construction project over in Sand Island. So we are starting to see shipping times pick up a little bit, and I believe that they're actually storing a lot of items here at that warehouse, some of the items that are more commonly purchased, just to make sure that they can ship them to us much faster. So we'll see how that goes. Number 15, Pro. The police here are generally very nice. I don't tend to see a ton of people just getting pulled over for no reason. When I lived in the Midwest, it seemed like you could never speed even if you're in a hurry because there's going to be a police with a radar watching you over there. That's not really the case here. This is not like a huge enforcement state. As long as you're being a good citizen, abiding by the law. The police here have got bigger fish to fry. They're not out there looking for you if you forget to turn your blinker on when you do turn, or you're going 10 miles over because you're in a hurry, and do as I say, not as I do, right? I do kind of have a heavy foot when it comes to driving, so I like to go fast, but anyways, I just thought I'd mention that one because it is something that I appreciate. Number 16, con. Now this one could be kind of looked at as a pro and a con. Hawaii has kind of like a small town feel. I like that. Here in Honolulu, you get a mix depending on where you are. You can be in Waikiki or Kaka'ako, Ala Moana, and feel like you're in the big city, but a lot of places that you go in Hawaii, whether it's on Oahu, like Kailua or North Shore, or some of the neighbor islands, you really do get that small town feel. But I love that. The small towns in Hawaii are so sweet. A lot of them have really good kind of like restaurants or bakeries that have been there for a long time. I think of this like mochi spot on the Big Island in Hilo. I think it's called like Two Sisters Mochi. It's absolutely delicious. Kind of represents that small town feel that some of us really know and love. Number 17, pro. The water temperature of the ocean is relatively warm year-round. Now I know it does get a little bit cooler in the winter time, but that's why I said relatively, because if you're from the West Coast, you know that water is chilling. It's ice cold, even colder on the East Coast. And so just Hawaii's positioning in the world, being that we're kind of much farther down south in the Pacific Ocean, just means that we get some really, really nice warm ocean weather kind of all year round. Number 18, this one is a pro and a con. It can be pretty challenging to get into your first property out here, whether it's a house or a condo. But once you are into that property, it can be an amazing wealth generation tool for you. I know that's been the case for me and my family. My first property that I purchased, and it really took everything that I had, but I purchased a triplex in Honolulu, and actually got it in 2019, right before everything went crazy for COVID. So you really never know when the market's going to pop off like that, but it's just been amazing to have that cash flow and that appreciated value to just help in our like long-term wealth generation strategies so that we can provide a better life for our daughter. So yeah, difficult to get in, but once you are in, it can really be amazing for you financially in the long run. Number 19, pro, and I love this one. People in Hawaii generally are not that materialistic. They're more kind, like open and welcoming, and I really love that. I've had some experiences living in some other large cities in the country, and sometimes my experiences was people were just kind of constantly working for the man, a little bit too materialistic, a little bit too much of keeping up with the Joneses, and Hawaii doesn't really have that as much, and I really love that about Hawaii. It's more about the natural beauty here. It's more about living a great lifestyle and less about constantly working and just trying to make money. It's different out here, and I really love that. Number 20, con. Everything needs to be shipped into Hawaii. So you might not think that that's a big issue, but sometimes when you're looking for larger items like furniture or desks, you really got to kind of hunt down things that you want to buy, and it can be somewhat challenging to get those sort of things out here in Hawaii. So, we do have many large furniture stores. We've got all the national chains, so you can get stuff there, but sometimes I want to go on Amazon and get a desk from there, but they won't ship it here because it's too heavy, or I want to go on West Elm or IKEA, and you just can't get it out here, unfortunately. So yep, definitely adding that one to the cons list. 21. Now this one is a pro and a con as well. This one comes from my wife, so thank you, Gabby. Everything that you plant will grow here. So gardening, flowering, landscaping is very easy here. But I said that it's a con because there's a lot of things that you don't want to grow here. Like we've got a bunch of like Cayave trees that are somewhat invasive and they just won't stop growing. And then I've had clients that have bamboo or banana trees, and of course those grow like weeds as well. So it's a pro and a con, but ultimately we do love the fact that we can have beautiful tropical landscaping with many tropical fruits right in our own backyard. All right, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, just a quick reminder, if you could please like, share, and subscribe this video. It's gonna help us out tremendously. All right, 22, con. Traffic in Hawaii can get pretty bad, so you really gotta kind of plan your day around rush hour traffic. So the times to be avoided, of course, are when people are going to work in the morning and people are coming home to work in the evening. So it's just something you gotta really plan into your lifestyle out here. And a lot of people coming to Hawaii are coming from other, major cities. So this isn't news to you, but it had to make it on the list. Number 23, pro. Everything is within a relatively close drive of wherever you are on the island. So even though traffic can get bad, I live in town, and so I could be to the North Shore within an hour. I actually went to Kailua this morning. I did the pillbox hike. I made it there in 30 minutes. So the fact that you can get to somewhere so beautiful to go on this really cool sunrise hike like I did this morning, and I can be there in just 30 minutes, that's pretty amazing. Number 24, con. Living in Hawaii is an adjustment to what you might be used to. I think that's a given, right? Hawaii is different than so many other places, so there will be some adjustments to your lifestyle when you move here. I like to think it's adjustments for the better. But nonetheless, there will be things that will take some adjusting when you're here. So just come with that expectation in mind. All right, number 25. Hawaii has a great local food scene with new restaurants popping up all the time. I know after the 10K on Sunday, my wife and I went to How Tree for breakfast in Gold Coast, that oceanfront restaurant. We love it there, but recently, she asked if I wanted to check out this new restaurant called Mara on Kapiolani. We heard it's really good. So there's always new restaurants coming up. We really like a lot of the restaurants in Chinatown as well. And on the note of food, there's also some really great breweries here. So I don't know if we've got any other beer drinkers watching this video, but there's a lot of really great local breweries here that are really nice, like all over Kaka'ako. So it's a really fun thing to go down and just have a flight of beers. So with that, I just wanted to thank you for watching this video. It really means a lot to me. I hope you got some value from it. And if you want to check out my other videos to see what else is going on in Hawaii, please do so. You can check those out right here. Have a great rest of your day. Aloha.